goddamn minds? You idiots are gonna pay for shooting up my... What the hell? Ugly motherfucker. Shit.
Do you like Doom? How about roguelikes or roguelites or whatever they're called? How about this weird amalgamation of the two? I too had my reservations about Jupiter Hell. Like some sort of wonky fusion restaurant, it offers a tasty treat, but the initial reaction might dull the edge. Adrenaline pumping, run and gun, rip and tear, Doom, constrained to the theater of the mind. It's an odd combination, but if you like plunging into the depths of the moons of Jupiter and the terrors they birth, well, with that spice of randomness to keep it fresh and frustrating. I'm gonna be honest, I'm an idiot, and I've only beaten this game once on easy, so maybe I'm not the best person to talk about this. Maybe you might like this game. Anyways, there are 3 classes you can choose from: Marine, Scout, Technician. So we're going to talk about those real quick. Marines are a hearty class that seems to lack just enough of the cool techno and evasiveness to push through. That or I'm just dumb and don't know how to use them properly. Healing is nice, and the Fury skill is something, but maybe I am not too deep into the mathematics to understand how much pain really goofs things up. Is it supposed to hurt your accuracy and stuff? I don't know. Sure. Your health isn't going to skyrocket like that much beyond 100 as a base maximum. You can temporarily get above it, which is kind of nice per level, but then it'll drop down to the maximum. So you do start off with 3 weapon slots, but I think this is an issue because you only have so much you can carry, unlike Doom Guy, who seems to just have the bag of holding constantly attached to his hip. You only have so many slots, and by going the multiple weapon sort of thing, you're having to juggle a lot of ammunition for it, because there's a bunch of different ammunition. You've got the 9mm, the 44, the shotgun shells, plasma, the 7.62s. There's a lot, and by picking different options, it kind of makes things a little bit more difficult to go with. That's not even including grenades, which take up a weapon slot. That's not even including the health packs you gotta pick up that take up a weapon slot. It is, you're doing a lot of juggling. You are the clown of this game, Marine. Welcome to the circus. Anyway, one of the other classes, Scouts, they're kind of my go-to, as the energy for their skill is used to turn it into stealth, and they can also, you can also be able to detect up ahead. I don't know. It really helps make it a bit easier for a smooth brain like myself. You only get 2 weapon slots, but that's fine. Pick a lane and go with it. Technicians are the techno brainiacs. Use your psycho techno babble of creating smoke screens, I guess, to demod items to suit out your own gear. Use your power to unleash hell, or in this case, demolish hell, and it's invasive nonsense. They're neat. I'm going to have links to a playthrough of each different class if you want to see them more in action. I'm off at the game, but by all means, give it a look-see, and then you can tell me how awful I am at those. But each class also has their own skills to choose from when you level up, which is nice. There is some there is some overlap, which allows for different kinds of builds and to trial and error your way through them to become a one-man demon-slaying demi being. Yeah, because with all these new perks and toys, you are still squishy enough to die if you get surrounded or blasted to pieces. I got to the third to last level. I opened a door and I died in 2 turns because And I was pretty geared out, pretty healthy, and I was pretty dead pretty quick. The enemy variety isn't too expansive, but there are enough types to keep things consistent. Where Doom had the zombie catalog of only a few hit scanners, Jupiter Hell has plenty of damned and dead soldiers freely greeting you with 9mm and all sorts of 44 caliber hellos. They'll eventually start warming up their greetings with plasma weaponry if you were really feeling the cold shoulder too much. Demons also get a nice mix up as they don't only come in fiery wrath flavor, but also icy loathing and toxic disdain. Oh boy. The third type is one that really didn't get much of a look at in Doom of old, where hell latches onto our world and infuses itself with our technology, giving us some cool imagery and the continued warning that we oughtn't be diving so freely and deeply in technology, creating the objects of our own demise and what have you. Outside of the Mancubi, the Cyber Demon, the Mastermind, where were the droids that went rogue? Well, they went to Jupiter, as there is a whole class of robots and turrets willing to destroy whatever they want. Mainly you, but if you're able to hack it, you can have them join your team, which is really nice. What's also a great thing is with these 3 different distinct enemy types, infighting is a nice relief, but is also seasoned with a dread-filled curiosity, as you'll probably want whatever drops are littering the halls while cleaning out the lucky few who survived to see your sparkling smile. But in the same hand, it's a bit concerning to be like, oh, what just ripped through here? Depending on your build and class, you can get 2 to 4 weapons you can mod or toss in favor for better ones, as weapons will be plentiful for large stretches of the game. Sure, there's certain levels where there's only demons and maybe they might drop ammunition, or they might not drop anything, so you're kind of stuck with what you got. Same goes for armor and helmets and demon relics, which usually gives a benefit along with the drawback, but sometimes there's the super legendary drops which don't have any drawback, which are really nice. There are 3 moons with 7 levels, offering branches to mix up the locale and trouble. The final 4th section is 4 levels, but if you're like me, you may have some trouble getting there. The music has some nice tracks, but also some ambient tunes, which are okay. They do keep things tense, as a bad move around a corner could have you meet with a rocket surprise. The look is what it is, the UI works, everything here is coherent enough to manage and learn from, and if you make a mistake or die, you'll have a fairly strong idea as to why. If you're looking for some roguish indie fun with a main helping of Doom flavoring to gobble down, I highly recommend it as an infuriating game that will kick you to the ground and keep you there if you don't grit your teeth and figure out a way out of the messy hells Jupiter moons have got going on. Also of note, the character Mark Taggart, which you can name yourself, he'll make some quips like Duke Nukem, but they're mostly on the vulgar side. If that ain't your thing, you can tone down his language and the messages that you can find at different terminals. So I will say this, the biggest quip or the biggest plus of those quips is he'll give a remark when all the enemies on a level are gone, and that's a pretty handy thing. That's really it. Like I said before, I'll have links to 3 different attempts because I am not very good at this game. I wanted to be better, and I am dumb and don't learn things, and I continue to do things my own way, which is not very good for trying to get through the game. I highly recommend this game if you like roguelikes or the sort, or if you like Doom, because Doom has been in my heart a whole lot longer, and this game it scratches that itch, and because of the roguelike nature of it, it's something I can go back to and drop 20 minutes a lot of times, because I will die pretty easy. And it's on easy. This game is really hard, and I'm not very good at it, but I like it. Please play it. Please buy it. Give it a go. I think you might like it. That's it. That's all I got. All right, take it easy.
fuck you waiting